Okay, in this Evernote training, we are going to be looking at how I use Evernote to manage all of my bookings and my events with my Usborne Books and More business. I used to use a paper binder that sat on my desk, and I had a sheet for every event or party that I did. But in the days when I was kind of living in and out of hospitals, I had to really modify how I worked. And so now I have my business in a bag, I call it. It's my laptop bag. There's very little in there, but just the bare essentials I need to keep my business going. And that's where I turned to electronic for a lot of different things and discovered Evernote. So if you are not familiar with Evernote, please see my first video that talks about just the overall layout of how Evernote works. And we're going to dive right in. So over here, I have shortcuts, and these are my notebooks that I tend to use the most often. Your notebooks, you can go down here, you can see them all, and you'll see the different stacks, but these are the ones that I use the most often. So we're going to pop up here to current bookings. What you will see is a list of events that I have coming up, and I title them with a date so that they always show up in order. And so you'll see I have some events here that are from the summer, and I usually keep events here until I've finished some of their follow-up. But what's nice is when you're done with an event and you've made a note or a reminder of when you're going to follow up with that event, then you can move them out of my current bookings because they're not current anymore. So I might want to highlight all of these, and you'll see all those notes stack up. And I will say move to notebook, and I have a notebook for my 2017 events, and I'll move them over. So now they're gone. So now I just have the current ones that I am working on. So coming up, I have these different events. This is a booth event, and I have parties. So down here, you'll see templates. These are templates I create so that anytime I have an event, I come and I copy this template and I paste it into a new note. I keep track of the same things for each and every event, which helps me keep really good records. So say I am doing a new Facebook party. I will come over to this Facebook party template. I will highlight the whole thing and I will copy it using my shortcut. I'll create a new note in my current notebooks, and I'll paste it here, and then I will title it. So maybe this party is on October 15th, and it's my party that I'm doing. And then I will proceed to fill in all of the information, check things off as I get them done, as I get the orders submitted. And what's great about it is this right here. So here's the title. And so maybe I have set this up and the party is not for a little bit. So I want to remind myself to start host coaching with my host. Because I set up my events, my Facebook parties about a week in advance. So I'm going to go up to this little clock here and set a reminder, add a date, and I'm going to go to my party. And so if my party's on the 15th, typically I do them on a Thursday night, but I want to start my host coaching maybe on Monday. And so I've set that reminder. And now on Monday, October 9th, I'm going to get an email that tells me start host coaching. Everything in this title is going to show up in that email. And so it's going to tell me what to do. And so if you have multiple notes that are going to have these reminders, you are going to get one email that's going to list all of the different things that you need to do that day. And so in a future video, I'll talk about how to organize that a little bit more. But such a great feature so that you don't, when you're balancing a large amount of events, it's tough to keep track of it all. So these reminders will help you do that. And the templates will help you do that. And I'm willing to share any of these templates with you. So that is how I would set that up. Then the nice part about it is, let's go into, okay. So when I have repeat events, so this is a book fair that I usually do for one of my schools. And so if you scroll down, you will see this is a book fair this October 5th and 6th. This is all empty because this is coming up in October. But Evernote allows you to put in these little lines. So when I can click in here, you see this little line right here. You can click that and it makes a line. And so what I do is I put a line. When I finish an event, I put that line and I start the new event above it. So if I scroll down through, I can see all of the past sales at a glance for all of the book fairs that I have done with this school. So it helps me keep all of my information in one place, which I really love. So just another good feature to have. So that is how I use my current notebook or current bookings notebook. If you have any questions, post them below. You can message me on Facebook. And you can also send me an email at bookstosmileabout@gmail.com, and I'm happy to help. Thanks for watching.